Yes, that's right, no joke. It's Pokemon Ruby Destiny Part 74. So I have flown back to the very first city in the game, Sunford Town, because for some reason can't fly to Ultima City. I have been dropped directly in front of my very own house, so let's see what's going on inside. Oh, it's Mom. Hi, Mom. It's almost Mother's Day, by the way. Go get your mother something. Oh, yes, I got a badge for my brother. Oh, and a present. Oh, no, my bag is full. Let's fix that. One of these items is junk. Firestone? I'm never going to need this. Go away. Amulet coin. So money, I guess. So wait, hold on. Normally when you beat a trainer, you take half of their money. So if you have the amulet coin, I guess instead you get all their money. Wow, what a deal. Ugh, still in pretty bad shape. Although I don't think the wild Pokemon are going to be too challenging. SF Path. Oh, good times. Oh, he's still here. He's been here the whole time. He's never decided to go back to his lab or anything along those lines. Okay, then. Have fun, I guess. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be. It's a Zigzagoon. Level 2. I'm going to kill it just because I can. Bye-bye, Zigzagoon. Wow, that HP bar really went down quickly. Okay, the very first exit. Wow, I'm here already. Ultima City. What are these guys doing? Oh, it's an island south of here? I don't remember that at all. I wonder... I mean, this hack is finished, of course. Finished doesn't mean that everything that's planned is in it. So I don't know if they're going to be there forever, or maybe they leave after I beat the Elite Four. But anyway, it is time now for the penultimate challenge in any Pokemon game, not named Gold, Silver, or Crystal. The Victory Road. Oh, but hold on. First off, it's time to get rid of yet another utility move on my water type. Because HMs. Thank you, HMs. What would we ever do without you? Don't answer that. It's so weird when I hear this really loud and obnoxious game sound and then look at the video and see actually that you guys can barely hear it at all. And I'm sorry about that because I really like Pokemon music and I'd like for everyone watching to be able to hear it, but it just didn't work out that way. Oh, yeah, I knew this was too easy. Brother. Oh yeah, he was like the 5th gym leader, right? Oh, no, nothing useful to say. Oh, to have an older brother. I am an older brother, but yeah. Well, this looks awfully like the Ruby Sapphire Victory Road. Same kind of Pokemon too, it looks like. Swellow may not be the best choice though. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna need some experience, because even the last gym leader was getting up to level 50 and above. I'm guessing that the Elite Four is probably gonna start at 50 and touch 60. So I'm gonna need to gain some levels here. I'm not going to inflict all of it on you. I'm probably gonna get to the end of the Victory Road, then grind a little bit off camera. But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Yeah, this Victory Road I think is gonna be pretty much unchanged from Ruby and Sapphire from what I can tell. This Albert looks awfully familiar. Of course he didn't have a Drifblim before, but it's probably just because whatever he did have got replaced with Drifblim. So Torterra is gonna have to Leech Seed and run here. Luckily, Drifloon has lots of HP. Let's see. Swallow will resist Shadow Ball, so let's go with that. Ooh, too bad. Try again next time. Maybe it's because I'm filming, but some of these animations in 3rd Gen seem annoyingly long. Oh, Baton Pass. Does that Baton Pass? Yeah, it does Baton Pass. Leech Seed. Wait. Okay, it doesn't have, what's it called? The ability that, Fell Sledge, something like that? The ability that turns moves that gain you health, like Leech Seed, Mega Drain, whatever, and makes you lose health instead. Liquid Ooze, that's what it's called. I think that's one of Muck's 2 abilities in this game. But yeah, when you have something like Leech Seed, it's best not to Baton Pass that. Yeah, I somehow, wow, that was pretty good. Somehow I just remember the Ruby Sapphire AI as being better than I guess it is. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is. I know it was, I remember it was better, especially in Platinum. Maybe even in Emerald it was better. But apparently not Ruby. It's time for another go with Drifloon. Ghost beats Ghost. I never really got how that worked, like what the flavor of that was supposed to be. Like, are ghosts known for beating each other up? I don't know. I guess they just decided that ghosts needed a weakness. Of course, before Dark type existed. I guess they couldn't really think of anything else. I almost think it would be, well, I almost think it would be better if maybe Normal was super effective against Ghost. I know Normal's not supposed to be super effective against anything. But fighting already can't hit Ghost, and that makes sense. But maybe, I don't know. Just throwing stuff out there. If you try to explain the whole Pokemon type chart, it'll take a very long time. Yep, time for some cheap... Oh, come on, really? Time for some cheap XP points once Aaron stops protecting. What is Protect supposed to be anyway? Like, how is this little metal thing, like, throwing up this mystical barrier that protects it from literally everything? How does that work? I mean, most Pokemon moves make sense on at least some level. But Protect? Not so much, really. I mean, I guess some Pokemon Protect makes sense, but well, Aaron is not one of them. And through TMs, can't almost everything learn Protect? I really want to know how that works. Yeah, these bridges are seeming very familiar, so I think at least the first part of this Victory Road is going to be, the same as Ruby. With the same trainers, barring replaced Pokemon. Is Protect your only move or what? With the same trainers, barring Pokemon that got replaced. The same layout, and the same wild Pokemon. So this should be tons of fun. And the same obnoxiously high encounter rate. Okay, we've had enough of this. Come on. Really? What? Okay, these Aerons and Layrons should have 4 moves. So there should be a 1 in 4 chance of them using Protect once, and a 1 in 16 chance of them using Protect twice. But somehow it just doesn't work out that way, does it? That's interesting. I mean, because Meganium was in Ruby, obviously, but I don't remember her using a Meganium. So maybe a couple of their Pokemon were switched around a little bit. I know Meganium's probably one of the most boring Pokemon designs ever, but I like it for some reason. I don't know why. Probably, I mean, you always have a soft spot for your first starter. That's just Pokemon. And Chikorita was my first starter, so, you know, what can you do, right? You're supposed to be attached to them. That's the whole part of the fun. If you're not attached to your Pokemon, you're doing something wrong. I'm sorry. Another thing you can be doing wrong, a strength puzzle. Okay, this is going to be really obnoxious, so let's heal that up. No, not Gardevoir. Okay. It's one of the easier strength puzzles. Basically, the first thing about strength puzzles is if there's a space off to the side where you can put the boulders and they don't get in the way of anything, put them there instead of putting them in any place where they could possibly be in the way of anything. Even if you think they're not, better to get them in that little nook that can't possibly affect anything. Well, I kept Rock Smash. Do I have to use it here? I can't remember. I mean, I talk about Ruby Victory Road like I specifically remember it. I mean, I remember the general idea, you know, with the bridges. Especially because I just played on Alpha Sapphire and it's basically the same thing. But it's not like I remember the exact layout or any of the puzzles. So, yeah, let's try this one first. Again, key thing here, the nooks. You don't want to push anything forward when there's no reason to. You can just get them out of the way, right? Yeah. I mean, I love the main series Pokemon games, but there could be so much more. It's frustrating. Is Blaziken gonna get Earthquakes? Blaziken's gonna get Earthquakes. No. Well, this won't be a one-hit KO then. Probably not even a two-hit KO. Man, I mean, when they introduced stuff like Blaze Kick in 3rd Gen, were they thinking about the physical special split? I mean, well, the point at which they should have been thinking about the physical special split is the first time anyone tried to use Hitmonchan and realized how stupid that was. But especially now, with Blaze Kick and with a lot of the other new moves in 3rd Gen, like Spark. Was Spark 2nd Gen or 3rd Gen? Well, anyway. I don't know. For some reason, I have a soft spot for the idea of these types are physical, these types are special. But objectively, it was pretty terrible, right? It ruined so many Pokemon. You know, Gyarados, Arcanine, Hitmonchan. I'm missing a bunch. Manectric. Yeah. And then you can do interesting stuff like Psyshock and whatever too. And the idea of physical special sweeper is not so tied to, you know, specific types. It's more of a hidden item. You know, it's more of a voluntary choice. There's more strategy involved, at least to some extent. Okay, where am I going here? I want to at least make some decent progress. No, we're gonna leave. I want to make some decent progress before I stop and wait. This is where I started, isn't it? Instead of being wandering around and frustrated and enough of this. No, we're gonna move through this road and get to a stopping point and then stop. Oh no, he is new. You're getting closer? No, you are getting much, much further away. Ivysaur. Man, some of the poses... It's mostly the poses for the Pokemon that don't actually appear in this game, right? Like, you're not expected to see an Ivysaur. There's no way you'd see an Ivysaur unless you're like in the battle tower or something, or if one of your friends have one. So the pose, I mean, that looks like something out of Red and Green. It's like, I think my dog sat like that sometimes. But her limbs were a little differently proportioned, like any real animals. Prinplup is water ice, so I'm actually gonna. Is it water ice or water steel? Or is it just water? Well, either way, double kick is the best move. No, it's just water. Of course. Please don't bubble beam me. How did I know it was bubble beam? It could have been water gun or water pulse or surf. Well, probably not surf. Or even hydro pump. But somehow I just knew. You know sometimes. I mean, I've only battled a Prinplup a handful of times, if ever. But I just knew it was about to be bubble beam. You know what that means? That means I've spent too much time around Pokemon. Except that there is no such thing. You can never spend too much time around Pokemon. Oh. Well, that makes sense. He has 3 starters from 3 different generations. You can't fault him for that. You know, again, Quilava, you know, the design, it's not great. It's really simple, but there's just something about it, like Meganium. It's just appealing to me. I like the simpler designs. Like, it's the same problem a lot of people have with the newer stuff. Like, there's so many bits and bobs and frills added on. It's like they're trying too hard. I mean, a Pokemon is supposed to be not quite a normal animal, but something that could be a normal animal. Not, you know, whatever they are now. Okay, I think I'm going backwards. This is the second of the 2 rocks I originally had a choice between. So I think what I need to do is run back across that bridge and then go up. Yeah, this is definitely familiar. So I'm going to go back across the bridge, go around him. Okay. So obviously I need to push this one up. I think either, yeah, this actually works, but no, that's, okay, full restore. That's definitely better than most of what I have in the bag. So I have nothing involved with the Sunstone. Toss the Pearl. Never know. But a full restore is definitely the kind of thing I want to have. So where am I going? Go away, Graveler. No one likes you. You're in every cave and you're annoying and you self-destruct. This way, I guess? Oh, duh, that's right there. How could I have missed it? Okay, we go down one more floor to B2F. And this is a good place to stop. So I will see you again in another week. I will hopefully finish Victory Road. I will hopefully get to Elite Four. And we will be so close to finally finishing this after so many years. Thank you so very much for watching, if you are indeed watching. Please leave your comments and feedback. I love comments and feedback on the rare occasions I get them. And see you again in 1 week. This has been part 74.